I like to watch.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What a story! Come on, we've got to follow it!
Wait, we must tell Master Splinter about this.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of the most popular franchises of all time, spawning multiple comic books, television shows, films, and unfortunate tie-ins. It's also the third most popular franchise to be made into merchandise, surpassed only by G.I. Joe and Star Wars. You might be surprised to hear how small its origins really were. The Turtles started as a joke between two buddies who happened to be artists. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were brainstorming one evening when Eastman drew a turtle wearing a mask and wielding nunchucks to make Laird laugh. Laird added a second turtle to the picture. Soon, they had a drawing with 4 turtles, each with a distinct nuance in appearance and a different weapon. Eastman and Laird originally planned to give the turtles, dubbed the Ninja Turtles, Asian names to match their ninja appearances and weapons, but they decided it would make less sense, and thus be more funny, to name them after Renaissance artists: Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. After a few laughs, the duo realized that this would actually make a great premise for a comic. Since they were broke, they funded the original comic using a tax refund and a loan from Eastman's uncle. The result was a self-published parody, which was a composite of the Marvel comics, The New Mutants, Ronin, Cerebus, and Daredevil. It was originally meant to be a one-shot deal, but it became very popular, spurring multiple issues. Eastman and Laird formed Mirage Studios and began advertising the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in their older comic, Gobbledygook, and the Comic Buyer's Guide. The comic soon became popular enough to inspire similar animal-themed, adjective-heavy parodies by other artists, including adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters, preteen dirty jean kung fu kangaroos, and cold-blooded chameleon commandos. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started as a black and white comic and has continued to evolve into full-color anthologies. The comics have appeared in various forms since 1984 and continue to be published today.
If you've ever wondered what twisted minds created the shelled superheroes, we've got the answer. The two men, the heroes on the half shell, called Dad. To Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, ugly is beautiful. As we first told you back in September, they're the guys who created the monsters and went on to make the millions.
They share an absolute passion for comic books. It was that passion that led them late one night, 7 years ago, in Laird's living room, to draw their first Ninja Turtle.
I did a sketch to try to make Pete laugh, and it was a Ninja Turtle. It actually fit so well the weird nature of the whole concept. You know, what could be the last thing you think of as a lithe, athletic ninja, you know, a turtle.
There are noteworthy differences between the comic and the television show that began its run in 1987, as well as later incarnations. The comic was much darker in tone and contained profanity and graphic violence, a far cry from the kids' show that sold so many toys. On the cartoon series, there was occasional peril, but there was a constant air of silliness to it all. The comic did not shy away from the violence, or sometimes just plain weirdness. Unlike the cartoon, there were blood sprays and body counts. In fact, Body Count was the title of one issue. In this issue, Raphael and Casey Jones go on a bloody adventure together. Speaking of Raphael, there's also an issue in which he gets so angry that he attempts to bash in Michelangelo's skull with a wrench. In another issue, we see Leonardo take a hostage during battle. And while Krang from the cartoon series does not appear in the Mirage comics, there is an issue with some Krang-esque creatures that emerge from people's stomachs. Ew. So, as you can see, the origin of the Turtles is quite different from the phenomenon we know today. That said, there have been recent efforts to explore the series in a way that more closely mirrors Eastman and Laird's original vision. These are not the Turtles I remember, but they're still pretty cool.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you! Damn!